Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost. Peekaboo. I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available in the fall of 2022, or Valentine's Day, or Earth Day. The album, Dad F. Players only love you when they're playing. Rock on, gold dust, woman. Boost! Well, I need to make some announcements first. Are you from Detroit? This is not a Deaf Noodles video, although it could be. I saw something the other day online, and I guess somebody has termed the phrase like Dramageddon. It's like Noodlegeddon or something like that, or Deaf Noodles-geddon or something. And it's honestly like every day I could make videos about Deaf Noodles. Would you like that? I could every single day, but today I thought I would take a little bit of a break. I don't know, maybe I'll film a second video. Maybe I'll film a second video and do a Deaf Noodles video. But this is not a Deaf Noodles video. Okay, even though I have the plants for this is a comedy club, if you didn't know. I tell really good jokes over here all day long. My channel's a joke channel. Oh my God, that should be my 7th channel, where I just tell knock-knock jokes that I Google online, which would be better than Dennis's roasts that he's having over there. But this is not a Deaf Noodles video. So for those of you out there that are like, I have no idea who Deaf Noodles is, don't worry. We're going to talk about Jeffree Star today. The lonely doll, Jeffree Star. But before I get into that, I need to put on a little bit of lip gloss. So I'm actually very, very happy that I get to go back to my roots today and make a Jeffree Star, Jaclyn Hill, Manny MUA, Nikki Tutorials, James Charles. Hi, sisters. This is the drama opera of 2016. Actually, speaking of Jaclyn Hill, did you guys see that people were coming for her the other day? Because due to her hard work that she has worked so hard through the years, tagging things with her Amazon link and not disclosing that it's an actual ad, which you have to do. And she's still doing that as of 24 hours ago. I can't remember the last thing that she linked. I think it was a hat. It was just a little hat for $13. But she had her Amazon link on there and she didn't disclose that it was an ad. I don't know how many times people have to tell Jaclyn. She refuses to do it. She will not do it. But due to her hard work in not disclosing Amazon ads, she has made so much money that she has now been able to purchase the car of her dreams. And so she was talking on her Instagram story about how she and her friends and Jordan were going to have a party celebrating the fact that she got to finally purchase, by not disclosing her Amazon ads, that she finally got to purchase the car of her dreams. And all of these people came for her. And of course, the one DM that she took out and posted on her Instagram story was somebody that said, I celebrate when I get a pizza. And she's like, I so relate. No, girl, you don't, okay? You don't relate. You sit there. Anyway, I've had it with Jaclyn Hill. I've had it with her. So anyway, in her non-disclosing of her Amazon, congratulations on buying the car of your dreams. I think that's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, so celebrate, have parties, do everything. But if you think that you're going to be relatable to your audience, okay, the audience that has stuck around and continued to buy your products, even though every launch is not very successful and there's always some kind of problem with it, if you are going to try to be relatable to your audience, then maybe, other than disclosing your Amazon ads, maybe, I was actually going to do this video. Did I do this video? I was going to do a video talking about something like Trisha, I was going to say Trisha Paytas schools. I still have the receipt, actually. Trisha Paytas schools, Jaclyn Hill, I was going to call the video. This would be like an old school Peter Monn video. Because Trisha put up this ad, right, on her Instagram story. And it was a link to Amazon. And Trisha literally put on the thing, right? Like, I don't know, let's just say it was for like this fan or something like that. And she was like, this fan is like $13. If you hit my link, I make such and such amount of money. This is an ad, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, she so disclosed this. I mean, Trisha went overboard in how you have to disclose it. All you have to do, literally all you have to do on Instagram is put hashtag ad. You can put it so small in the corner right here. You could put it in white that nobody would see it. Jaclyn still can't do that. A lot of influencers can't do that. But Trisha went overboard. Trisha did exactly what she was supposed to do and so much more on disclosing this ad. And I was like, all right, props to you, Trisha, because I think what Trisha knows is that the people that love you and the people that follow you are going to buy your products that you talk about anyway. Even if you have ad on there, they don't care. They're still going to buy your products from you anyway, right? Like, so if you have ad on there, it doesn't matter, right? Like, they're still going to buy the things that you talk about. And I think that one of the things that has helped Jaclyn through the years, this was not going to be a Jaclyn Hill video, but I didn't even know I was going to talk about Jaclyn Hill when I started this until I started singing this song. But I do think that one of the things that has helped Jaclyn through the years is her sales on Amazon, because when she posts something, if it's $13, she makes like 3 cents off of that, or 3% off of that, right? For being an Amazon affiliate. I'm an Amazon affiliate too. I sell, well, I don't sell them, but like if you buy a book that I read from my Peterisms videos, then I make like 3% off of each sale of each book, which isn't a lot. I think I might make like $20 a month. But if you're selling $1,000 or $2,000 of hats, and every day you're posting something different, or every third day you're posting 3 or 4 items on there, and people are purchasing them, even if it's just 2 to 3,000 people, which doesn't sound like which sounds like a lot, but to Jaclyn Hill is not. Even if just that amount of people are purchasing that, you're still making a pretty steady source of income through the years, right? So I do think that it's really helped her, and I don't understand why she will not disclose. I do not, for the life of me, understand why she will not disclose. She will not address it. She will not change. It's been brought up to her enough. I mean, there are literally videos out there talking about Jaclyn Hill will not disclose, right? But if she wants to be relatable to her audience and like the things that she talks about and whatever, just disclose, okay? You know, you get in a video and you talk about celebrating being able to buy this high-end luxury car, and you want that to be, you know, relatable. Just be honest with your people at least. So anyway, being honest with your people, let's talk about Jeffree Star and James Charles. So yesterday, I found myself complaining to a friend on the phone because I had made, it was all my fault. It's completely all my fault, right? So I had made this Jeffree Star video about his wedding palette release, okay? And in the video, I called it something like Jeffree Star is a sellout. Because something that Jeffree Star does, and I knew this, I had forgotten it, I don't know why I didn't remember it, but something that Jeffree Star does in his video, or does in his releases, is that if his launch is going to go up on Jeffree Star Cosmetics on like a Friday, on like that Wednesday or whatever he like announces it in a video, he makes it look like everything is live on Jeffree Star Cosmetics, but he puts sold out underneath it, right? That way people can go over, they can see the products. I think you can even maybe like put it on a wish list or something like that. I don't know. But he does that so you can go over there and see it, and then when it goes live. I also think the other thing, the reason why he does this, and I could be wrong, is that in the past, Jeffree Star has had a lot of technical issues with the launch of his products, like on the websites and the servers. So I think that for some reason, like if he has it up there already, then all they have to do is like, you know, flip a switch and then it's live. And so the products are already over there, and so it goes from sold out to available, if that makes sense. So, which would be smart, because then it would be like they've run like test runs, whatever. So I had seen all these comments, and the comments said that Jeffree Star had sold out. People were like, oh my God, I really wanted to get this, or I really wanted to get that. I wanted to get the bundle, I wanted to get the robe, and I couldn't get that because it's already sold out. So I'm reading these comments, right? I didn't see any comments from people saying it's not sold out yet, it hasn't even gone live. So I did this whole video talking about how Jeffree Star, it was called Jeffree Star was a sellout. This was like, yes, another 2016 video from Peter Monn. And so I did this video, and I like 5 minutes after posting it, I got a comment, and somebody was like, it hasn't even gone live yet. So it's not sold out. And I was like, oh! So I took the video down, okay? Well, Jeffree Star then launched his wedding palette, his new wedding, all that kind of stuff. What's it called? I have it pulled up right here. His, the Star Wedding Collection. So he posted all of that, launched it, and I just kind of sat back to see what happened, and if it sold out, then I was going to I wasn't going to post the old video, but I was going to do a new video called Jeffree Star's a Sellout. Why wouldn't you keep the title? It's a good title, right? So anyway, that didn't happen. Jeffree Star did not sell out. In fact, I just went to his website, and the bundle is still available. Both bundles are still available. The Liquid Star, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see all this. The only thing that is sold out is the, hold on a second, down here, the lace tumbler. I would prefer a good Starbucks fall tumbler, but if you want the Jeffree Star tumbler, more power to you, okay? You'll feel like you're getting married every day. I just got married once, and once was enough for everybody. Although, I will tell you, I was telling a friend the other day that just got engaged, I said our favorite part of getting married was registering. That was so fun. When you go into the stores and you have that like little gun thing, and then you like just like, listen, we register for so many things. I will tell you this, a little trick, if you're engaged or whatever, that some friends of ours told us. If you like register at a place like, I think we registered at Macy's, Crate and Barrel, and Target. If you register at like a place like Target, put things on there, like we did this, and it was so smart. Put things on there like games and stuff like that, because then we got like 5 or 6 games, and I think we got like apples to apples and stuff like that. And it was really fun, because then we had like games to play with here. It wasn't just like all like, you know, kitchen utensils and stuff like that, because half of that stuff, like literally, we still have some of that stuff boxed up because we just don't need to use it. So anyway, just a little. Unless you want to save your money and spend it on the Star Wedding Collection, then you can do that, okay? So anyway, so the Star Wedding Collection comes out, right? Okay, so somewhere up here, I'm going to probably, let me see if I remember this. If I don't remember it, listen, don't come for me, okay? Don't come for me, please don't. But I was going to post a picture of Jeffree Star as a bride, because he posts this picture of him like being unveiled and the unveiling of the wedding collection and all this kind of stuff, right? So I said in my previous video that I would be interested, because he says in here like all these, like this is the new, whatever, and I think it'd be interesting if his next collection was called like Newborn or Jeffree Star Reborn or something like that, right? And then it was like an all nude collection. But then somebody said he's already done an all nude collection, and I said, well, Jeffree Star's already done every collection, so I mean, what would you need? I mean, I don't know what he's gonna do next, because he's really done everything, which is what I've said. So anyway, so this happened. Then I noticed, we'll just kind of like, for a second, we'll just kind of take a little break from Jeffree Star. Okay, I know it's hard. That's why I keep the lonely doll with me at all times, okay? So that I can just reference the life and times of Jeffree Star. But then I noticed that James Charles he's been in Europe, okay? He's been in Milan, he's been in Paris, and he's been in London. And I think at one point, like on an Instagram story or something, I thought, now I could have gotten this wrong, I thought he said something like, I'm going to be in London for like a month, hit me up, okay? Or something like that. I thought he said something about maybe being in Europe or being in London, but he's been over there for a while, okay? And he's been going out, girl, he's been having so much fun. He and Adam McIntyre were at the same bar at the same time, and apparently James Charles' Grindr profile was getting dropped all over the bar, okay? Now, I'm just telling you, this is just what I saw online. I don't know if there's any truth to this or not, but apparently he's a gamer and he's got a big booty. Those are his selling points, okay? I think if I were James Charles, what I would put on there is a multimillionaire and discreet, okay? I think I would put the word discreet on my Grindr profile. And mind you, okay, for all of those out there that have seen my picture on some kind of dating app, I don't have any dating apps. I've never in my life been on a dating app. In fact, if you go to my Instagram, I have a button that's called fakes, where I put all the fakes that people send me, because so many people have used my picture to catfish other people. I get like 80-year-old women that message me, and they're like, I know that you say you're Peter Monn, the YouTuber, but you're really just trying to scam me out of money, and it's so sad. And I get people that call me, and they're not call me, but they message me, and they're like, Damn it, Janet, I was just getting into my story when the battery died. So anyway, I get messages from women all the time that are like, can you please message my mom and tell her that who you actually are? Because my mom is sending money to Roger Smith, who is using your pictures, and he lives in the Dominican Republic, and he's in the oil business or something, which if you're in the oil business, I don't know why you're asking poor lonely old women for money, but they do, and they use my pictures, okay? So anyway, I've never been on a dating app, but if I were, okay, and I were James Charles, I would make sure that the word discreet was somewhere on my profile, somewhere, okay? But apparently he don't care. Apparently, I don't know, Honey Badger don't care, apparently. Are you from Detroit? So anyway, Adam McIntyre was like taking pictures of him in this nightclub and all this kind of stuff, and he saw him there, and he wanted to go up and ask him about, he wanted to do like a on-site, in the bar interview, which I actually think James Charles should have taken him up on it, quite frankly, okay? Adam actually got blocked by James Charles. Now, I don't know if Adam has told this story in a video, but Adam, I saw this all go down on Twitter. Adam actually got blocked by James Charles while Adam is talking about James Charles being in this club on Twitter. James is so consumed, okay, with having a good time that he blocks Adam McIntyre. So apparently, James Charles is now the new Jeffree Star with the blocking, unless it's his team at home that's doing that, you know. But anyway, because Jeffree Star, he has a team that blocks people. Yeah, sure, you're from Detroit. But anyway, so I think, though, that James Charles should have walked right over to Adam McIntyre and said, you want to do this interview? Let's do it, okay? Let's do it all day long. Right here, come on. We'll step outside and, you know, we'll have a little drinky poo together, and we'll do this interview right here, and you can post it on your video all day long. I've got nothing to hide, but apparently James Charles might have a few things to hide. I don't know. He didn't put discreet on his profile. He might have a few things to hide because he didn't do the interview, okay? He blocked Adam instead. And I know a lot of people are like, well, wouldn't you if you were in a bar and somebody was harassing you and posting a bunch of stuff about you? Don't you think that happens to me all the time? Oh my God, I can't even go out. I'm like, paparazzi, paparazzi. Never happens. But anyway, but if it did with a dud, if it did, I would surely, and don't call me Shirley, I would surely give them the interview, because why wouldn't you, okay? You have nothing else to lose except for, I don't know, take down 5 more videos where you implicate yourself in your own videos, but I don't know. Don't do an interview, do an interview. But apparently now he's leaving. He was in Milan, and now he is going, he's like, can't wait to see you in New York City or something like that. Okay. So then James Charles posts this picture on his Instagram. Okay, now I'm going to pull it up because I got it saved here in my receipts. Whitney. Whatever you want, anything you want done, baby. Okay, enough of that. So anyway, so James Charles posts this picture on his Instagram. Okay, here, I'm going to post it for you right here. Put it up here for you right here. And underneath it, he says, I do with a little ring. And then he says, check out Eric's new YouTube video, ha 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 ha. Okay. Now, I've never heard of this person before. Is it Eric? Is it Eric? I've never heard of this person before, even though he has millions of subscribers, okay? So, I go over and I watch this video because immediately I'm thinking, oh, James Charles is coming for Jeffree Star's gig, right? Like, Jeffree Star just released his wedding collection, and now James Charles is dressed up like a bride. But he says in there, go watch his video, so I'm thinking the video has to have something to do with James Charles being a bride, which it does, okay? And so I go over there. Hold on a second. Did I have it up here? So, damnation! So, how did I figure this all out? Okay, so, James Charles, go over to the picture, go over to this Eric's, hold on a second, this Eric's, his thing, and then I go over to his YouTube channel, and he's got 9.3 million subscribers. I go to his newest video, and the video is called Try Not to Laugh in Real Life. It currently is sitting at 3.6 million views, and it was posted 2 days ago. It's basically like, and I don't know if this is what all his videos are like, but it's basically like a prank video. And he gets all these people together, his friends, and he puts them in funny situations. It's like 15 minutes long. I watched it on 2x speed. It was boring. I for the life of me, and no offense to this Eric person. I mean, he ain't worried about me. He's got 9.3 million people that love him, okay? Maybe a few that don't, but I mean, enough. 9 million people at least that love him. You know, he's not worried about what Peter Monn thinks, but I don't, for the life of me, I just have to be honest. With, like, David Dobrik and, like, this Eric guy and, like, Jake Paul and look, I don't get it, okay? Please, somebody explain it to me. I, for the life of me, do not understand. I mean, it's the comedic value of Deaf Noodles to me. Like, I don't think it's funny. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Like, is there a joke here? Like, I don't really understand it. And so he puts them in all of these, puts his friends in all of these, like, comedic kind of situations, prank situations, and then they have to hold their breath and they can't, like, laugh. And the one that, like, goes the longest is, like, the winner. And so at the very, very end of all of this, they're in this church, okay? And his one friend is, like, sitting down, and then they bring him up, and he's, like, supposed to be, like the best man, I think, or something. I couldn't even really figure it out. And then there was, like, this older gentleman, and he was, like, standing in front of him. And then they bring out the bride, and the bride, like, unveils herself and himself, and it's James Charles. And James Charles is like, "Hi, sister!" I'm so over that sister thing. Okay, we need to retire that sister thing, okay? Bye, sister, hi, sister, you, sister, we, sister. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream, okay? Don't nobody care about junior sisters anymore, okay? It's done. So anyway, truth. That's just the truth all day long, okay? So I'm sitting there and I'm watching this, and, like, the guy doesn't laugh because it's not funny, okay? And they're like, oh, he's going to die when he sees that it's James Charles. He could care less. And the guy doesn't think it's funny. The only time he really kind of almost laughs is can't hold his breath, is he's standing there, and this older gentleman in front of him is, like, in this white suit, and all of a sudden, like, they have, like, an explode pack or something, like, in his pants, and it makes it look like he poops his pants. Oh, that's so funny, isn't it? And he goes, "I think I just pooped," or something like that, and the guy goes, like he's gonna, you know, whatever. And James Charles says something like, "That's gross," and then they come out, and the whole thing is so dumb, I don't even get it. But here's the thing I really don't understand, okay? James Charles, who is trying to stay out of drama, agrees to be in this video when he knows that Jeffree Star just came out with this wedding collection. Like, you don't think that you standing in this church dressed up as a bride when Jeffree Star just came out dressed up as a bride to promote, and I'm not saying he can't. He can do whatever he wants to do, right? But this is so, to me, old school drama of 2016. Like, when one of them would release say they're going to release a palette on a Friday, and the other person would come out and say they're going to release it on a Thursday. I mean, it is really like, you know, let me just get this person going, right? And I'm like, you are really, like, trying to piss Jeffree Star off here, okay? A little bit, by agreeing to do this. Which, whatever, it is what it is. James, like I said, James could do what he wants to do. Do I think it's the wisest move? Well, if you're trying to stay out of drama, I don't know why. But I think that James is starting to try to stir up drama a little bit. And then it makes you wonder, well, why is James starting to stir up drama? Well, he was in Europe for the last month, okay? Milan, Paris, England. Nobody's asking him to any fashion shows, so I don't know why, okay? But I think that he's over there because if you remember, like, with Jaclyn Hill, when she was doing something, she went to Milan. I think she went to Milan or Spain or somewhere. Do you remember? And she said she was meeting with the factories or the dye companies or whatever to pick out the colors for her palette. I have to believe that James, since he has started to talk about this new company that he's doing, remember when he came out and he said, what words should I use? Because I don't want to use beauty, makeup, James, Charles, sister, and all those kinds of things. Which is so interesting to me that every time that I, like, mention that, like, people come up with the most, honestly, and no offense to anybody, but y'all come up with the most foolish excuses for that, okay? You'll say things like, well, maybe somebody, like, has a trademark on that. Like, maybe Morphe has a trademark on James Charles and all that kind of stuff. Well, maybe they do, but Jaclyn Hill has worked with Morphe as well, and she now has Jaclyn Cosmetics. So, I don't believe that. And not to mention that I believe that James came out not too long ago and said that, like, his contract with Morphe ran out and he's glad that people are getting his makeup. So that's not the case, okay? So then it makes you wonder, why isn't he using those words? Have other people trademarked them so he can't use them? But it's like, you can't trademark the words makeup and beauty for nobody else to use. Because there's a lot of makeup and beauty companies that continue to use those words. Unless he's just wanting to be super creative and not use those words. Which, if you're going to continue to say, hey sisters, why don't you just use hey sisters and call your brand Sisters or something like that, or Sisters Incorporated? I don't know. Like, I always just thought he should call it James. I just thought that that was very clean cut. I thought it would just, you know, like if he just had like, you know, just James. Or just call it just James or something like that, right? But he don't want to do any of that. And people always come up with all these excuses. Well, maybe it's this or maybe it's that. It's like, you know what? Sometimes, like, we give these people too much credit, you know? It's like all these people that are saying that Def Noodles, like, this is some, like, genius project that he's coming up with. It's like performance art. Just like people said that Shane Dawson back in the day, the real video series wasn't going to be about the palette release cash grab. It was going to be about the drama behind the scenes and how people relate to it and how drama channels respond to it. And what did we find out? It was a cash grab, you know? Maybe at the end of the day, that's what all of this just is for all of these people. Just a cash grab, you know? I don't know. But anyway, so I have to believe that he is in Europe and that he is working on coming up with a new palette, which I don't know why we would need another palette when he came out with the first palette and said it's the only palette that you'll ever need, which was stupid marketing. Nobody should have ever let that come out of his mouth. Because now people are going to say, well, you said this was the only palette we ever need. Why do we need a second palette? You know? So anyway, I believe that he is in Europe and that he is, what do you call it? Getting ready to start this business and do this with whatever with this business. I don't know. It's just, to me, like, his views on his videos are not horrible. Like, I looked, and he's still getting like 1 million, 1.5 million views on his videos, even when they're things like, I just like looked at his videos and it's stupid. I mean, it's like TikTok stuff and responding to him catfishing people and all this kind of stuff, and he still gets 1 million to 1.5 million, you know, whatever. But this is somebody that has like 16 to 20, I don't even know, should I look? He has like 16 to 20 million subscribers or something like that, and he's pulling, let's see, James Charles, let's see how many subscribers he has as of today. Okay, James Charles has 23.9 million subscribers, and the last video that he posted was a short, so let's go like a couple days ago. He got a 12 days ago, roasting 5-minute crafts makeup hacks, and it got 1.2 million views on it, which to most YouTubers isn't bad, right? But when you're talking about somebody that was getting 15, 20 million views a video, it's nothing like what he used to get back in the day. So what I don't understand is why you're starting a business when you're on the decline instead of starting a business when you're on the incline, like on the upward swing. Like, I would think for most of these people, like, that's why Jeffree Star was smart, that he started his business and came out with the 3 lipsticks or whatever when he was taking off. If James was smart, what he would have done was, when he was doing really, really well, was started this business. You don't start a business when your career is tanking. You just don't. Because if he now, at 23.9 million subscribers, let's just give him the, you know, difference and say 24. If at 24 million subscribers, okay, you're getting 1.2 million subscribers, and his audience is aging out. We already know that his audience is much younger. So in 2 to 4 years, when the majority of these products are going to be coming out for your new makeup line, okay, you're going to have lost another 25 to 30% of that. So you're probably going to, at that point, be getting 500 to 700,000 views a video, which is going to be your marketing. So this is not going to be a sustainable business. So I don't really know why he's doing it, except for that this is probably his dream, you know, and so he's like, I'm just going to, you know, follow my dreams and do my makeup business and whatever. But, I mean, this is another example of you really need to clean up your past so that you can have a future. And he is somebody that refuses to clean up his past. And his past is going to continue to haunt him. It's going to be there, and people are going to continue to talk about it. They do. Every time you talk about Jeffree Star, or I talk about James Charles in a video, they bring up his past. You know, every time that there's anything that goes on with James Charles, people bring up his past. They bring up the past things, you know. Online, if you look at Twitter, it's like anytime that James Charles, something happens, they bring up the past, they make fun, they make jokes, right? And so it's like, you should have come out and appropriately responded to all of this at one point, you know, instead of just saying, I figured it all out, you guys, I'm desperate, right? So anyway, so, you know, I don't really understand, but I will say this, it is interesting that he came out and did this picture in this video. Do I think that he really thought it through? No, I think he thought this is a fun opportunity and somebody's asking me to be in this video, so I'll do it. I don't think he really thought anything about Jeffree Star's collection. But I will say this, is that all of these people, James Charles and Jeffree and all these kind of people, you know, they're a little bit kind of like wanting to get one up on everybody else, unless they're completely staying out of any kind of drama at this point, right? So do I think that James thought that this would kind of piss Jeffree off a little bit? Sure, I do think he thought that. And I also think James thought, well, I'll be the prettier bride, and, you know, then I'll get a lot of attention for this and whatever. But do I think it was a wise move? I don't know. I guess we'll see, you know. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.